Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got a very, very special episode planned up for you guys. If you can see on the table, we got some beautiful art and a beautiful man with us. So stay tuned to this episode. Welcome back to One Two Juice. It's your friends Ming and Soph on the table. And we also have a very special guest with us. I don't want to take the thunder away from him, so I'm going to let him introduce himself because this episode, we're talking about the Syndicate.
Ooh, yeah.
Hello, sir. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Dane. I'm part of the Arthouse Syndicate. We specialize in just art, flesh and blood art. We've done a few other games, but we really love what we do. And it's about bringing the art to the artists. And like our motto says, where the world and the art meet.
I love
Love
that.
it.
So tell us more about Arthouse Syndicate. Like it's a cool ass name. I gotta say, when we joined Flesh and Blood, and then we saw you guys posting on the Facebook groups, right? The first thing I was like, that's a cool ass name, right? Like if you tell me there's a syndicate going on, I want to be a part of it.
Well, that's the whole point, right? It's the syndicate it's kind of the underdeals. You know, you get the best stuff in the black market, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where the idea came from. The concept was when we actually going back to when we started. I started Flesh and Blood in Vietnam, and I was looking a way to get some extra money. And one of the artists, Vu Hong, he does Ira, my favorite euro, right? So I got some rainbow foils, got him to sign them, and then I wanted to auction them off, right? And I was speaking to people in the community, and that's where I met David and Philip.
Yeah.
And we auctioned that off, and we were like, hey, you got these contacts with these artists. I know how to do websites. Let's go. And that's how Arthouse Syndicate was actually born.
That's
That's
mad.
nuts. Yeah.
That's legit crazy.
How did you get into Flesh and Blood in the first place?
Oh, that's an interesting story. I'm going to give a lot of credit to my wife. During COVID, I was sitting around on my couch playing video games. My wife's like, do something. I was like, wow, okay. And get out the house. And I went to look at Magic the Gathering communities in Hanoi. And it just didn't fit for me. I was played Magic the Gathering since 1999.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I used to be very involved. I was a tournament organizer back in South Africa. And so when I went there, the Vietnamese community, the local players and the foreigners didn't really gel.
Okay.
And that's not my thing, right?
Yeah.
My wife's Vietnamese, my daughter's Vietnamese. I want a community that represents everyone. And I had saw Rudy talking about Flesh and Blood, and I saw the prof's video on how to play.
Yep.
And I was like, let's go.
Oh
And I
my
started reaching
gosh.
out, and I brought product in, and we just started 2 of us, 3 of us. And then we went to a shop. We were like, can we play here? Cool. And then we just built a community.
That's crazy.
thanks to the missus.
Thanks to the missus.
Do they play? Does your wife and Kim play?
No, she doesn't. I would love her to. I would love my daughter. My daughter wanted to cosplay as Prism at
Oh,
Singapore.
cute.
We ran out of time, but she says next year. That's her thing. She wants to cosplay. And I think that's also a really cool thing about the art of this game is that
Yeah.
so many people can go and like, I'm not maybe a player, but I love the art.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to represent. you
Yeah,
know?
that's our producer Vivian as well. She's dabbled a little bit, but she's figuring that probably at Worlds she's gonna rock up with like a full Prism outfit.
She's all Prism.
She's all Prism.
I really wanted to rock and exude confidence girl. I just don't have the body for it,
Yeah,
right?
me too.
Hey,
But
man.
hey, it's in the name. Confidence.
Exactly.
Absolute confidence.
Yeah.
Who's to say you can't?
Who's to say you can't? Oh man, dude. So how does it work? Is it just you? Are you the one man show? Tell us more about the team behind it, and then how you guys reach out to the artists, and then that process.
So David Batten and Philip Liu, they were the kind of the original guys. They had known about artist proofs, and they went to go speak a few of them, and they were starting this idea that there were groups of friends that wanted to order through them, and so they would reach out to the artists. And then what I did is I came along, I said, okay, let's put this online, let's offer this to a wider audience.
Yeah.
And that was how kind of the marriage went. And then our brand new 2 partners that have just joined, we have Matt and Stefan. They're like the brains, the marketing, and one of them is like IT specialist. And that's why you'll see the last 2 months, we've completely changed our branding. We've completely changed the way we market things.
Yeah.
And so we're focused more on a shorter turnaround. That was the biggest problem. We did a lot of market research, and artist proofs take a long time. You're looking at 6 months to a year to wait.
Oh, yeah.
So what we're doing is we're focusing on products that are available right now, because that's what
love that.
people want,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then at the same time, also offering the idea of you can get artist proofs, but we're going to shorten that window. So we'll say, okay, this artist has 2 weeks available. We have 10 slots. Book them. That's the idea then. And then that rotation is much shorter. And people want, in this current age, speed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speed,
Yeah.
speed.
for sure.
So you have to be pretty quick on your feet to like book the artists and whatnot.
That's the direction we're probably going to be going. We're still discussing on exactly how to do the artist proofs in that context, but we're also going to be doing a lot more exclusive content. With Dusk Till Dawn, you're going to be seeing something pretty epic dropping. I can't give too much details.
Yeah.
You know about the mat. That's what we
Yes.
just promoted today.
Yeah.
You'll see that we're going to start hyping it, giving you background about the story. But after that, there is going to be some very interesting game pieces. Very interesting game pieces. You're going to want to pick up, put on your board, and really show off. This is going to be...
Yeah.
Dang.
I think one thing that sets Flesh and Blood apart from other TCGs is the fact that you have the equipment, you have your sideboard, that there's a space on your mat for the display of the equipment, which is what drew us in, to be honest, right? The fact that you have a hero, right? And that comes in all beautiful arts and stuff. And then you have like a whole bunch of stuff that you can have on the side. Was that a key consideration for you guys? Because you know that Flesh and Blood players, they love to bling out their deck. Right, they love to have the best of the
Exhibit
Gold
A.
foils.
Exhibit A. Yeah.
Gold foils, rainbow foils.
It has to be foils, right? So was that something that you guys realized that, okay, it's not just like, because sometimes unfortunately a lot of these arts, the artist proofs or the art that is from the artist, some of them can't be played in certain games.
Yes.
Right? So with Flesh and Blood having that exception or, having that ability to do that.
So the rules still haven't changed enough, maybe.
Yeah.
One of my partners, he still wants to be able to play with any equipment, but the current rule set says that if it's a token rarity or euro, you can play it. So for example, if you get an artist proof of maybe a euro or a token, you're allowed to actually play it as a piece.
Yeah.
That's great, right?
Yeah.
But then the next question comes in, what about the other pieces? And that's where we kind of looking on with our altar sleeves,
Yes.
putting on your decks. Those cards are legal, but you can change them and change the style of them.
Yeah. So we'll talk
Right.
about the tokens first. I think on the table right now, you want to hold it up first. We have a Ponder token
Yes.
that was done recently for the calling.
That's correct.
This is by a Vietnamese artist.
Yes, Phu Thuy. He's the first artist I actually brought into the Arthouse Syndicate. Swarming Glimvale, Exude Confidence, The Spice is Real. It's one of my favorite.
That's crazy.
And we went to him and we said, hey man, we want something that represents Vietnam. And so in Vietnam, you have a lot of lakes. You have a lot of old men fishing in them.
Yep.
And you have the hat,
Yep.
if you look
Yep.
there. And one of the unique things, if you actually look, there is a stone around his neck.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you much you know, but in Chinese, Asian culture there, that stone is almost like a shield. It protects you from like things.
Right.
So it actually has that, but it also has the sword to represent the ideas. Even though he's peaceful, he has a past, which really represents Vietnamese concepts, right?
Yeah.
They're very peaceful people, but don't mess with them.
Don't mess with them. I love it. I love it. And this one's again the Ponder token for everyone who doesn't know. You can create it from a whole bunch of different cards and effects, right? But this is beautiful because then you put out something that's slightly different onto the board, right?
I'm not going
It's
to
a
take
nice
credit
feeling.
for it. The first time I saw it was, I think it was the Austrian team when they did the Ponder, the Frost tokens and that.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
the first, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, hopefully Asia hasn't done that yet. And so when I found like no one's really done, I was like, okay, cool.
This
let's
is
go.
beautiful. Yeah, I saw because you did give out a couple at the weekend at the calling.
So every
Yeah.
time you played against a Vietnamese player, you got one. All the judges got one.
I love it.
And the Vietnamese nationals, each of my players are going to get one. There are 10 for you to give away
Yes.
to your audience.
We're gonna be giving out some of these special, customized, drawn Ponder tokens.
Can't get
You're
them
gonna-
anywhere else.
Oh, I
I'm not
love it.
giving it out anywhere else, and people are offering $30. So hey,
Oh man,
Hey.
hey, we'll make sure that these people get it right. So okay, so that's the tokens and stuff.
Yes.
We're talking about now the
altar sleeves.
altar sleeves. So these are game changers.
Yeah.
Yes. So what they do is that in Magic the Gathering they had it before, but they never had Flesh and Blood. They had played with the idea in Holland, but they really didn't have a workaround, and so we partnered with a designer, and we took that concept and put it on a card. And you have two versions. You have a full art and a text block. So text blocks are legal in normal play at tournaments.
Yes.
Again, you should check with the head judge. I'm a judge as well, so we always
Yes.
say check with the head judge.
He's a judge, so he knows his shit. So in case
Yeah.
you guys were like, he's just making stuff up. Hey, he was one of the judges on the ground that day.
I spoke to a couple of level 2s as well. There's no official statement from LSS. To my understanding, the last reference that they give, they said it's okay as long as it's not discernible. And again, that's the point, right? If all your whole deck has perfect fits, this is like another perfect fit.
Exactly.
You wouldn't know the difference.
So tell us how that works. So we've got a card here, Exude Confidence, right?
Yeah.
And we also have one of the altar sleeves.
Yeah.
the Exude Confidence one here. You put it over the card?
Pass it and I'll show you.
Right.
Right, so let's take it out. This is not just any Exude Confidence. This
Oh,
was
yeah.
the first Exude Confidence signed by Fu ever.
I love this card so much. Dude. The art is insane.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He's done some crazy. Swarming Gloomvale is one of our favorite cards.
Yeah.
Right?
So the concept is that it goes in from the bottom,
Yep.
right there. And again, these are 95% accurate with any cards depending on the cut. And then it changes
Oh,
the
That's
style.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
good.
Straight up. So you still get to see your key information, your text, everything that is supposed to be there for you to see.
Yeah, the rule says that you cannot cover the resource costs, the name, and the actual source. It doesn't cover anything, and it's completely playable.
Look at that. That's beautiful. And then you put that into your
Normal
other
deck.
sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just goes into another sleeve, and this obviously loads from the bottom, and then you can put it into the top.
Look at that double sleeve.
Mansant, he did a whole video on how these work. It's excellent. When we dropped him, he actually dropped it for us. It was great.
Oh, dude, thank you so much
Such a
for
game
this one. I
changer.
love
It
this.
looks so.
It looks so cool. So you have certain cards that I mean, of course, you guys haven't done the entire library yet.
Yeah,
You're getting there. You're getting there.
We're doing on our art.
Yeah.
Again, Command and Conquers will coming out soon as well, and that's going to be a hot one.
Whoa! Command and Conquer. So who needs the Fable, man?
It's by the same artist as the Fable. That's the point, right? It's like realistically, not everyone can afford a Fable.
Yeah.
It's spicy and expensive.
Yep.
But being able to give that opportunity to play something slightly different that people
Yes.
may not see,
Yeah.
they're still going to go the wow factor.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right?
That's what it is, yeah.
It's the wow factor.
Yeah, I think the great thing about the game is that you have pieces inside that you're proud to show off, that you're proud to play off. It makes you feel happy when you
Yeah.
see the cards come out.
That's
right?
why you have a signed card. How many people have signed cards
That's
these
right.
days, right?
Exactly.
And be able to go, that's signed by the artist.
Yeah.
It's unique experience.
That's cool, man. Okay, so what else do we have on the table?
So you have artist proofs. So this is by Fu. This has come a long way from his original. I actually had his first artist proof. These are, he changed and upgraded himself to color. They're very unique. Again, hinting, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You'll be seeing this art coming from us in Dust Till Dawn.
Yep.
And then below that is Daria, the one who is doing our new playmat.
Yep.
She does crazy line work, like crazy line work. She did a lot of work also for Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
So let me just grab these. So as you can see, this is actually a play set. So you'll see that there's the blue, the yellow pitch,
Ooh.
red pitch, right? So they all go together. And then she actually has all the different styles. So this is a Herald of Rebirth and her different styles.
Just a different, yeah. Oh, mate, that's so cool. So this is something like it's definitely a treat for collectors for sure, because you want to be showing this off in your collection. I don't just have the signed one. I've got the
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah,
The
but
point is pimping out your deck.
No,
you
but
know?
let me take it further than that. Those proofs, there's only 45 printed ever that Alice sends
Wow.
to the
Oh.
artist. Doesn't print anymore. So if you want to talk about exclusivity, that's exclusivity.
So LSS gives them that.
It's a gift. It's
yeah.
a tradition started with Magic the Gathering. So
Yeah.
what happened is traditionally when artists made art, they made these big canvases. But how did it translate onto the card?
Yeah.
So what Wizards of the Coast did was they actually printed it as a card and sent it to
Let
the
them try
artist
it
for them
out.
to check it out.
Yeah.
Are they happy with it? And then it became a thing of you can keep those and give them out to your friends and family as a small thing. And then there's a guy called Mark A. Afterwards, he was one of the originals. He said to the artists, "Hey guys, you should draw on the back."
Mm.
And that was where it started. And a lot of our businesses inspired him. He's a very interesting man. He's involved very much in Magic the Gathering.
That's
artists.
very interesting. I like that. So I think the interesting thing here is that most times for people when they play these card games first as well, what drew us in is the art, right? And I
Yeah.
think that our only way of having access to these artists is through the art that the game has. So for example, Swarming Gloomvale or Exude Confidence, I see it. I love the art, but that's all I can do. So Arthouse Syndicate comes in as that sort of like that access for you to get more of your favorite artists, right?
Yeah.
What's been the response to that? Like, have you guys gotten special requests? What's the craziest thing that you guys have heard?
Craziest request I received was to have an artist kiss the card with lipstick. That was the craziest one ever. We kind of said politely, sorry, no thank you.
Yeah.
We were a little bit more aware of the fact is these are real people.
These
not
are
just-
real people.
So that I won't say which was the artist,
Yeah.
but at the same time is that we have some amazing thing. One of our big buyers, he bought a 3x3, so it's a 9 pieces that put together to make one giant piece of artwork.
Whoa.
Oh.
That was a very unique piece. We've had some what we call whales reached out and asked for original pieces to be painted. So they will go to the artist. They'll ask us to go to the artist and set up a commission. They'll take artwork like this, and they'll say, okay, we want this artwork, but an actual painting. And then we'll get the artist to actually physically paint it.
Oh, dude.
Dang.
Crazy.
So to what extent, because I mean, there can be so many variations of art that these people could be requesting for. Like, how far is too far?
How far is too far?
I think it's always the concept of, like anything in art, is what is the artist is comfortable with and what you're willing to pay for.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's always that thing about art. It's a very unique field if you actually think about it.
Yeah.
It's always pushed the boundaries. It's always been new. And that's also the benefit you have at events. You have artists actually having booths there, right? You can meet artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we try and bridge the gap when people can't go to artists. They can't make it to Asia. They can't make it to the areas local, right?
Yeah,
We have a lot of Russian artists, right? And this moment of time, they're struggling. Struggling to get money in. We do our best we can.
Yeah.
So that's what the idea is behind it.
Do you have a criteria in selecting the artists that come on board, or just like you just reach
YOLO,
out?
man. We love art and we love flesh and blood artists, and it gives them an opportunity to interact with their audience. You know, so we don't ever say, "Oh, sorry, we're not really interested in you."
Yeah.
Like if you have 3 proofs, that's fine. If you get more, it's fine. If you don't have, that's fine. We just want to make an opportunity for artists to express themselves in a way. And a lot of times is people will commission art, or say, I want to buy a card. I don't know what I want. Let the artist draw what they want. That's the best for the artist, right?
Yeah. I like how you guys are able to kind of be that bridge for that gap and become like a two-way street between the players and their artists that they love.
Yeah.
Did you always have this appreciation for art? Because even the way you were describing the Ponder token, like the details that you went through.
The backstory, everything.
No, I'll be honest about that. I've never been a major art person. I'm a people's person. I like dealing with people. I studied hospitality management, that kind of interaction. But at the same time I understand that when you look at a card, it's not just text.
Yeah.
Right? It's the picture. You can put a card on the field and a person who's looking at the picture know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And the thing about art is it pulls at the heartstrings, right?
Yeah.
It creates the ambience, the vibe. And I think James White talks about this very well, right? Artists kind of flesh out his world, right? Make it the experience. And you have some really talented artists like MJ and Sam Young. They work directly for LSS. They kind of give art direction to the other artists. Those guys really create the world that we live in.
Yeah.
They work very hard, and all props to them.
Okay, it's a fun one. What's your favorite art from Flesh and Blood?
Oh, that's
a
hard.
toughie. Exude confidence, and then I'm very how do I say this? Biased in this case. 1, it's a Vietnamese artist.
Yeah.
2, it was the first art we used on a playmat.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've ever seen the picture. There was a cosplayer that was dressing up as her.
With the long blades.
Yes, right.
Yes.
I know her now. But she was there, and our mat had just dropped. And we did a limited of 50 that was sold out in 12 hours. You understand? It was just like that moment. And then we did a premium version. And the ones we had premium, we didn't print the signature. We actually sent it to the artist to get signed.
Ooh.
So there's only 10 of those, and James White has 1 of 10.
Oh, I love that.
You know,
That's
so-
crazy. What was James' reactions when you guys sent it over?
I
Loved
actually
it.
met him at the
Oh.
last year in Singapore and actually gave it to him. And he was like, he's one of his favorite. And so it means a lot. You know, it's when the creator of the game is saying, you're doing a good job. That's a nice feel.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love that, man. That's
We have
crazy.
an artist here who drew for James.
I drew a couple of artist proofs for James.
Oh, I
We'll
got
see
to
that.
put those on the Arthouse Syndicate,
my
right?
Yo, man, I should have
That
brought
would
some
be
for you.
mad.
You're so ugly.
I was actually laughing. A couple of the guys were saying to me, because we I don't know, PCG, yeah, right. So they use our signature database. We actually have the database they use to authenticate signatures in the game of the artists.
Yep.
So it's like some of the well-known people are like, oh, do you have my signature there? I'm like, yeah, you still got to work a little bit to get in there, right? That's an exclusive
I
club
like
there.
that. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Put you guys.
It's a sign of success. I like that, man. That's interesting. So, what are your plans for the future of Arthouse Syndicate? Like, how far do you guys want to go? What are some of the projects you guys are excited for? Besides the upcoming set release, right?
Okay. So it hasn't been officially announced yet. So sneaky peeky, as they say. we actually got a PCG. We actually have our own Arthouse Syndicate label coming out with it.
Oh my gosh.
So you will be getting a PCG quality with our label.
That's insane.
I just had my IRA signed by James White, signed by the artist, one of one, sent to get slapped by them.
That's insane.
Dang.
As a test. I love that.
Yeah.
Any collaborations that you're looking to do? Are you excited for Dust to Dawn? Or what are some more alter sleeves? Can people request? You know, like, because like people have so many favorite cards. And with the whole Prism gang fan.
I'm
They're
not going to
coming for
lie,
you.
to get art done, it's not cheap.
I can
right?
imagine, yeah.
It's not cheap, so we kind of roll it out with a mat or something. So if there's something that everyone's screaming for, hit us up, let us know. Obviously,
like
that's
that.
business, you know. If we can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's one. Dust or Dawn. You know Tall Timmy? You know him?
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the guys who got introduced me to the Bolton.
Yeah.
And you know, Bolton brothers, we've been lacking lately.
You
Right?
need a support
We've been
group.
lacking. We need the support group. Like when you're drafting Monarch, you're like,
I got nothing, man.
Bolton lost, Livia lost after that one. But I'm excited. With the dropping of the new Bolton cards,
Oh.
charges on hits.
Yep.
That's what we'll be needing. So hopefully Bolton can step up. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm excited.
I love that you're also part of the community and you play and you talk to people, because that's like you said, it's a big part of connecting like everyone, right? It's not just the artists, it's the players, it's the creators. And dude, I just want to say, great job with what you guys are doing, man. You guys are people love the stuff on the website. People are like, the reason things are being sold out is because they appreciate what you guys
Our
are doing.
last match sold out in 14 hours.
That's crazy, man. You guys,
It's limited at 100, and it was just win.
I love it.
And that person was like, one guy ordered 10.
Okay,
Whoa.
you see, that's a wheel.
No, it's ridiculous. Our Exude Confident mat now, people are selling it for something like $400.
Yep.
That's
We sold it
nuts.
for 50
Yep.
originally.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you see,
It's
the
like-
appreciation is
When
insane,
when
man.
your mat has a secondary market, that's crazy.
Yep.
I can only imagine how you guys feel about that.
It's humbling.
good. It's great.
humbling. No, it's like we're doing something, and always people are commenting about the quality of our mats. Like they always message us, "Hey, where do you get your mats printed?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're not going to be telling you that. That's
No, man, that's
like-
trade secret, man.
yeah. It's really good.
Yeah, man.
Really
Just want to say
humble
congratulations again for
Thank you.
all the success, and we wish you guys all the best as well. If you
Appreciate
guys want to learn more about them, or just get yourself some of these sweet products, check them out. We'll have their website down in the description box below. Dane, is there anything else you want to say to our beautiful friends and families?
Well, just enjoy the game, love the art, have fun.
Dang, I love it. Short and sweet.
Yeah.
We'll do a giveaway for some of the stuff on this table that you can see.
And the mat.
And the mat.
mat.
You guys gotta work hard for that one. So stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. See ya.
Great.
You guys, hope you guys enjoyed that podcast. And as promised, this is the giveaway. If you skipped the video and missed out on this, you have no one to blame but yourself. Right now, here's what's on the table. First place is the C&C Playmat. These things are out of stock right now, but we're still gonna give it to you because we're good people. And second place, we're giving you the Lightning Surge Artist Proof, along with 3 Ponder tokens for you to give away to your friends as well. All you gotta do is follow us and Arthouse Syndicate on our platforms. For 12Juice, it's YouTube and Twitter, and for Arthouse Syndicate, the platforms will be on screen here and in the description down below. And after that, come back here and drop a comment telling us your favorite Flesh and Blood art, and we will pick a random winner together with Arthouse Syndicate and get these shipped to you. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because this is from our hearts to you, anyone outside Malaysia and Singapore, you probably have to pay for the postage because it's expensive as heck. So if you want to win and you have the money for the postage to be sent over, this is for you guys. Thank you.